really the beginnings of my project was looking at desalination, global desalination, and the fact that there's really no dedicated system for portable desalination on an individual scale. There's no system that is low-powered enough, is durable, and simplistic enough that somebody with no technical experience can use in an emergency situation or a developing country to get the fresh water that they need to survive on a daily basis. So that was really the goal of my project, was to design such a system that, somebody can pick up, flip a switch, come back, and they'd have enough water to survive. Well, I did develop a system, and in the process of testing it and doing some continuing research, I realized that what I produced wasn't simply a desalination system, it was a complete water purification system. It had the ability to remove all of the other chemical contaminants and bacteria and even radiation contaminants in the water, as well as removing the salt. So the focus of the research changed from desalination to really complete water purification with the same strictures on the design that I've initially set out for desalination. The design itself is really a three-stage system. The first stage is a primary filter stage, which is something that I'd initially wanted to stay away from because I didn't want somebody, in a very undeveloped area with no access to resources to have to wait for a Brita filter to be shipped in so that they could run their system. Now, I was doing research and talking to a service organization for my church that does work in Mexico, and they were saying that what they use is a sand filter, which is literally layers of sand in a filter that does a very good job of filtering out other sediments and contaminants like seaweed, etc. Added to that is a layer of activated carbon. Carbon is like a sponge for a host of chemical contaminants, so it does a very good job providing a primary purification for this water. The second stage is a vacuum distillation stage, and that's where the desalination occurs, and that's really the bulk of the system. This vacuum distillation operates on the principle that as you lower the pressure of a body of water, the boiling point decreases. So I can boil water at 110 degrees rather than 200 degrees. When the water boils, obviously the salt and the other contaminants don't boil off with the water, so they're left in a concentrated salt brine at the bottom. The freshwater steam rises to the top, and that's collected by a condenser coil, a chilled coil that operates and sits in the very top of the boiling chamber and allows you to condense this freshwater steam back into cold water. It then drips into a funnel which is placed in the middle of the boiling chamber, which is siphoned out using a vacuum line into the third and final stage, which is a clean water collection reservoir that you hit with an ultraviolet radiation pen.
That's really neat. And this is size for a single person for
the prototype is slightly ungainly. You'd really want two people to carry this around simply because it's floppy and the solar collector gets in the way of your hands. But it's definitely light enough that you can carry it around, and it's scaled so that the throughput of the system is also very appropriate for one person. A human being needs just under 2 liters of water to survive on a daily basis, and this produces just over 2 liters.
And I remember from talking to you that it could be scaled up for maybe a family-size unit fairly easily.
Yes.
Thank you very much.